Let's dive into July, Aquarians, and see what's going to be happening with you. The challenge, or what you're going to be dealing with, is not knowing what's going on in some area. And I mean, this could be something. The thing is, I think you're going to get a good outcome to whatever this is, but right now you may not be seeing all that's going on with someone or with a situation. So, normally when this rune comes up, it's best to just kind of wait if you don't have all the information, if you feel like if you feel like you are supposing, or if you're making things up that may be going on, but if you don't have the facts, then definitely wait until you have those facts before implementing new plans, starting something new. Because it does seem like if you were to move ahead without the missing information, or make a move in some way without the missing information, this could be detrimental too. You could maybe worsen a situation if this is dealing with another person, or a relationship issue. You could damage it even further if you, just accuse someone without all the facts, because this card can also mean suspicion, somebody being suspicious of someone else. Someone feeling like somebody's hiding something from them. This could also be somebody directing this at you, Aquarius. If you're in a serious relationship, if you're married, could be your partner, accusing you of doing something you didn't do, or just being suspicious of you, or being controlling. You could feel control, and for an Aquarius, that's not a good energy. That energy doesn't jive well with Aquarius. You're a fixed sign. You're going to do what you want to do, and if somebody tries to control you, you tend to buck that. Very, very quickly. But this could be a situation where, you just can't, it could be something that you're just disappointed with right now and you just can't seem to turn it around. I think you're going to be able to. That's the indications I'm getting from the other cards around this. It is going to get brighter. Whatever this situation is, it's going to improve. But things need to unfold a little bit more, or information needs to be revealed, or you need to maybe just get some distance, back off from something or someone for a little while. And that's going to be the challenge of July. Maybe you just really want to let someone know, hey, it's not cool that you think I did this when I didn't, or I don't like being accused of this, or whatever. Or if it's you that's suspicious, accusing someone who hasn't done anything is not going to bode well for that relationship either. So yeah, just keep that in mind, Aquarius. Also, it could be that somebody's asking to borrow money from you, and this would be a gift. If you're doing that, you will not get it back. So just throwing that out there for you Aquarian parents. If you have a child or a younger sibling even coming to you for money, or sometimes it can be an older sibling. Doesn't, it's not, somebody being bad with money is not, can be someone of any age. But it does feel like for most of you, this would be someone of a younger energy. But yeah, the counsel is to just be patient and wait for more to come to light in a situation, because that will happen. It won't, and it seems like this will be kind of a gradual improvement. It's not going to be overnight, but you're kind of stuck in July as far as this goes, because you're at a handicap without this missing information. But it will come to light. So just stay as you are and don't make any moves. Whatever this situation is, it's going to be different for all of you. But wait to have the information that you need, or find a way to get the information that you need before you make a move. For a lot of you, though, there's going to be, also in July, a new beginning that's very joyous to you. Some of you may be celebrating the birth of a baby. Maybe your own, it may be someone else in the family, or someone you care about, or you may hear that someone's pregnant. You may be going to a baby shower. This is just the card in general. That's the mundane, actual, like the physical birth aspect of this card, but it can also mean any kind of new beginning. So could also be a wedding celebration, but there's definitely a celebratory air around July. So, and this could even be going back to this. Maybe in the beginning of July, you're still challenged by this issue, but then it gets resolved and you're able to celebrate. And if this was a conflict within the family, you're able to come together and all have a good time. It could be also there's a family reunion, or a family member that you haven't seen in a while that you see in July. Maybe if you're in the States for the July 4th holiday, maybe you're having a picnic or a get-together. or maybe you're just going out for that holiday and celebrating. I do think for a lot of you, though, this is going to be going back directly to this, and your patience will pay off. There will be a reconciliation. There will be a chance to leave the past behind and move forward. Because there's a again, with this card being the birth card, there's also that mothering, kind of nurturing energy around this situation, and a sense of being able to move forward, but also being happy about the way things are going to be able to move forward. So there's a lot of happiness available to you in Aquarius, in July, Aquarius. I almost said it in Aquarius, July. Sorry, a little distracted today. Please forgive me. And then I just knocked over your card. So I'm gonna do this classy foot grab. But yeah, even if there's a difficult situation you're dealing with in July, Aquarius, it's going to come to a fruitful end that you're very excited about and happy about. It does seem like, though, somebody's going to try to mess with this new beginning. So the help that's going to be available to you is not responding to whoever this is. So, and again, if this is a family situation with family relationships, it can be jealousy issues. It can be if your partner is possessive and you're reuniting with family members, or you're spending time with family and they don't like you doing that for some reason. Number one, that's abusive behavior. I would hope you wouldn't stay in a situation like that. You should be able to see anyone you want, whenever you want, certainly your family. Anybody objects to that, maybe you should consider if they're the right person for you. Just throwing that out there. I see and talk to too many people who allow themselves to be controlled by others in that way, and that is abusive behavior. Should not be going on in any way, shape, or form. So just throwing that out there, Aqua. But yeah, there could be somebody who tries to ruin this reunion or just throw a wrench in the works. Don't let this happen. And the way you can not let this happen is just ignore whatever they're saying, because it does seem like this may be on the internet. This may have kind of like, it has kind of a Facebook vibe to it. It could be somebody saying things on the internet or posting things to Facebook, or Twitter, any of that other junk, cluttering, any of that other clutter junk, as I call it, and just saying stupid stuff. And I think you will kind of just laugh about it, because it's going to be obvious this person is fueled by jealousy. And it, is trying to break up this, reunion, or trying to cause ill will between maybe you and someone else, or between two other people you care about, between you and your mate. This could be their family members, in-laws, somebody trying to stir up trouble. The best response is for you to just ignore it. And that's actually, that's really gonna get their goat. Because this person seems to crave attention. Whoever this is, working so hard to irritate you, really wants your attention on them. And when you don't give it, it just makes it worse, because you're essentially saying, what you think doesn't matter to me, I care about this person, you do not matter to me. So yeah, send that message loud and clear, Aquarius. And I think that definitely don't allow this person in. Don't allow them to achieve their goal, which is to disrupt a happy reconciliation or happy event. As far as what can't be changed, what has to be accepted in July, is that there is still going to be delay and frustration around family situations, but this is karmic. So whatever this is someone's going through a lesson, maybe more than one person. Somebody's going through a very difficult lesson. They're in a learning phase. They have to learn it the hard way. You may feel, and this may have disrupted your life in some way, that because maybe they are not acting the same, they're not treating you the same. Maybe it's disrupted just the general vibe of the family. But this seems to be karmic in some sense. So, this person is learning a tough lesson, but they unfortunately have to learn it the hard way. And I feel like this person just feels really kind of oppressed, or like they can't do anything. They feel subordinate to someone in some way. So this could be going back. Maybe these two people are connected. Maybe this person trying to cause trouble, actually this person is more weaker willed and is kind of being controlled by this person. And you may be, Aquarians, you are free spirits, and whenever you see anyone kind of dealing with that situation, you know, it's offensive to you. You don't like it. So again, that could be going back to these control issues. This could be manifesting in someone else's relationship and you just being really ticked about it. And rightly so, because as I said, that's abusive behavior. So another way this can work, Aquarians, is that there could be disputes over an inheritance, over a trust, over an estate. There could be surprises connected to this, you know, and it could be just, this could drag on for a little while. You could, you know, somebody may be trying to get something that belongs to you or trying to delay that process. It doesn't look like it will be resolved in July because there's some kind of somebody throwing, again, a wrench into the mix here, trying to slow things down, or because they're contesting something, it's slowing down the process. I'm sorry to say. This doesn't have to be an inheritance. This can be any lawsuit. I don't really see, for Aquarians and Aquarian risings anyway, most of you getting that resolved in July. It does look to be more delay and just surprises. Skeletons in the closet, secrets coming out, or surprising news coming regarding settlements and legal disputes in July for you, Aquarius. All right, well, let's look at the end of July here and see what's going on. Again, they want to say, don't loan any money. You won't get it back unless you can afford to just give a gift. It will be a gift. So you definitely will not be getting that back. Communication may be either, I think this is going back to this internet drama or whatever. There may be stuff going on with that where, again, this is maybe what this is referring to, may go on throughout July, just silly little messages being sent by a disruptive female. For most of you, it doesn't have to be a female, but I am getting a feminine energy around this as far as somebody who is a manipulative, controlling person, which would fit with these cards. Just really trying to play a game with people, and you know, don't let it get to you. You know, because these kinds of games and things like that say more about the person doing it than anything. So this person's digging their own grave. So just let them continue doing that. They don't know they're digging their own grave, but they are in some way. They're kind of, they're putting the nails in their own coffin as far as their behavior, and they're making themselves vulnerable. It seems like, though, Aquarius, you just kind of have to watch this going on rather than speak about it, because you're going to find that nobody's really able. This is a problem that only one person has a solution to, and for whatever reason, they just are not acting on it yet. They will, but I mean, it's just not time yet. I think this is this person, going back to this person who's learning this lesson. They are going to act on this and take control of this situation. They just feel that they can't for whatever reason at this time. Or, you know, maybe they haven't fully learned the lesson, but they are feeling more vulnerable at this point. I feel like if you are to retaliate against this person, no matter how tempted you may be in July, Aquarius, it's not gonna get you what you want. It's only gonna make you look petty as this person. So just let them continue being the bad girl or the bad guy. Let them continue being the immature person. You know, it's a very testing time for you, Aquarius, in family situations or relationships, because again, this doesn't have to be all family. But some of you may be getting a raise or a job offer in July, and you may be undecided about it because maybe you interviewed with a female that you didn't really care for, or you just felt maybe you didn't like the vibe at the company. And what the runes are saying here is that, you know, if it feels similar to a past situation you were in work-wise or a past financial situation, they're saying to pass it by. You already learned that lesson. Don't go through something again, because there's something else coming by the end of July that would be perfect for you. Those of you who have a vacation planned in July, you're going to have a blast. It's going to be a great chance for you to get away. And while you're away, there's going to be some resolution to one or this main problem, this challenge that came up in the beginning. There's going to be something that's going to break loose while you're away on this trip. So, and you're going to need it just for, just for your own well-being and peace of mind. You're really going to need to get away. It's going to be good for you. So, definitely take that trip. Have a great vacation. And yeah, financial stuff. If it feels familiar and it, it was like, oh, this feels just like this place that I used to work, or something like that, don't do it, because you've already learned that lesson. You don't want to repeat it.